Good morning, world.
Good morning.
Guess what today is? Today is Music Monday.
Bum, 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 bum.
And we're changing it up a little bit because of you. We're going to review a rock and roll song.
That is more in your wheelhouse. Not saying that I don't like rock, but you had the long hair back in the day and used to do the head banging thing. I'm Cedric.
And I'm Brian, and this is Cedric and Brian. Alright guys, I have an exciting song to do. It was brought to us by this viewer right here, and she wanted us to do Falling in Reverse, the song Zombified.
It was several viewers that recommended it, actually.
Yeah, they did. This is the one, though, that I saved on my phone, so that's the one we're putting up on the screen.
Yes. But I love this already, but the whole zombie thing, what if you weren't prepared in the midst of a zombie apocalypse? What would you do?
I don't know. Are you prepared?
Like Brian says, are you prepared? Do you have enough food, water, and other essentials to get you through tough times? If not, check out My Patriot Supply. They're the nation's #1 preparedness company, and they've served millions of American families just like yours. Right now, you can save 25% off their popular 4-week emergency food kit, which will keep you well fed for 4 weeks worth of breakfast, lunch, dinner, drinks, and snacks, totaling over 2,000 calories a day. This food stays fresh for up to 25 years in proper storage, so it will be there when you need it. In fact, you may need it a lot sooner than that.
So don't wait. Go to www.preparewithcedricandbrian.com. That's www.preparewithcedricandbrian.com.
Yes, in case of a zombie apocalypse, you got to have some food put away. Yep. It's important.
So this song, I had never heard of the band Falling in Reverse. Maybe I just haven't been paying enough attention to rock music lately.
So you're getting old?
You would say that, I know that. But the song Zombified, it fits our show because, well, you'll see. You ready to hit it?
Let's hit it.
All right. Already spent some money on the set already.
Yes. City Hall.
Zombified.
Monsters are living under your bed, cause they are the voices in your head.
All right, I'm gonna stop.
Okay.
It's just such a great line, and it's funny because of all the years I've been listening to music, the monsters on your bed are the voices in your head. It's just such a great line. I can't believe it took that long
to
come up with
Well, that's so powerful
like
because everybody in our age group, we used to think about monsters under our bed, and it was so powerful. It's like, oh my goodness, either the floor was lava or there was monsters who were going to get out and get you. So it played on your psyche.
I used to like playing the floor's lava thing, and then you'd have your dirty clothes on the ground, and you had to step on those to stay out of the lava.
Yeah.
Did you ever do that game?
I got in trouble. I did in the living room. I would jump from sofa to couch, and Mom was not happy with that.
All right, let's get back to the song.
They are the voices in your head. Zombified by the lies they said. We become the walking dead. Cause everybody's on an edge. Oh no, they'll never let go. Something you said 10 years ago. They're canceling you. And they won't stop till everybody's zombified. Their bloody nose realize like it's formaldehyde. We're dead inside. It goes on and on, let this go. When it stops, we'll never know. We're hypnotized. And they won't stop till you're zombified.
So they're hitting two things. One, they're talking about how we're all zombies, but they're also talking about cancel culture.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that woke culture. I love the poster at the very beginning of Uncle Sam. It says, "We want you," and I think it went by kind of quickly. It said, we want your brains. You know, Uncle Sam, that model, he represents America, and he's saying, we want your brains now. We used to want to serve you and be there for you. Well, I want you to bow down.
And it was to help get people into the armed services. We want your body to help fight. But yeah, now it's all up here. So yeah, great. I mean, it's just, again, I like the lyrics, and personally, I know this isn't Cedric's wheelhouse, but I like the song. This song,
it's good.
Yeah.
You're not banging your head though. I can't tell.
You know.
Yeah.
See how she was looking in the mirror?
Yeah.
She was clear, but her face is a zombie.
Right.
Sorry.
Shut your mouth and bite your tongue, 'cause you don't want to piss off anyone.
Did you notice the visuals here? It reminds me of the movie that was just out, The Joker, where he got on top of
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
It just hit me. I don't know if it hits anybody out there like that, but that kind of scene. But in this case, they're the zombies, and he's the one.
You said something about the girl who looked in the mirror and she was all zombified.
Well, she was zombified, but the mirror was clear.
Right.
Yeah.
But that reminded me of an old classic episode of The Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
The girl who was very, very, very pretty, but everybody else was different.
Yeah, they had the
the
pig
little
faces.
pig snouts.
Yeah. All right. So far, I'm giving this.
You better shut your mouth and bite your tongue, 'cause you don't want to piss off anyone. You're traumatized by the damage done. Welcome to America.
A good scene there, too.
'Cause everybody's talking that oh no, they'll never let go of something you said 10 years ago. They're canceling you, and they won't stop till everybody's zombified. They're bumping us with lies like it's formaldehyde. You're dead inside.
I like that. You're more of a doctor, so the formaldehyde, it's like it's a colorless. It's a very strong odor, guys, but it's color. You can't see it, and next thing you know, you're just under its spell.
Yeah.
And I love the tribute to WW2 in Iwo Jima, where they're
Yeah, that was good.
pushing the flag up. That was cool.
And formaldehyde is what, because I had to dissect bodies in school, and that's what they're filled with, is formaldehyde to keep them from stinking. So this is saying they're just pumping us lies inside, and we're dead inside, because that's exactly what they do to the dead.
Is that what we used in biology in high school with the frogs?
Probably. But I know they did it with the humans. That was an interesting class.
Zombified. Zombified.
I gotta go listen to more of these guys' stuff.
Yeah.
I just like the music. That takes me back. Wish I could still grow long hair, but I can't. I'm a little too receding in the front.
Long hair as in singular or
Long hairs? It looked like Michael Bolton did.
I heard they have a
worse,
trilogy.
Gallagher.
Right. I heard they have a trilogy out. We need to look at it. They have 3 songs out: "Losing My Mind," "Losing My Life," and "Drugs," something like that. So maybe we need to take a look at that trilogy and find that out. I like. You know what? You said at the very beginning, this was a good video. I mean, the quality of it reminded me of an old Gotham City.
Yeah.
That dark area, and it combined with what's it called, The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was good.
I like the video. I don't know when the actual song came out originally, but it fits now, and it kind of goes to a story. I don't know if you guys have heard this story. There's 2 stories, actually. One, we become, not zombies, but we have become hypnotized by all the narrative out there, where a lady locked her son in the trunk of her car because he had COVID, and she didn't want to get it and die.
Yeah, she was driving through a COVID testing center. He already had, so, honey, you just get in the trunk, and mommy will take you out.
Thank God she was actually arrested for child endangerment.
She was a teacher.
Oh my, that's fitting then.
Yeah, right.
And then I was telling Cedric, a paranoid, and if you saw this person, she's young, healthy person, was on a plane, and she's so paranoid. She's wearing gloves and her mask and everything, but she's on a plane, so obviously she's got to get to where she's got to get to. And she was flying a long distance. I mean, she was flying across the world, not just across the country. And she brought COVID tests with her just to make sure on that 11-hour trip. So she ends up going into the bathroom, testing herself. She tests positive for COVID on the plane, so she locks herself in the bathroom so that she wouldn't kill everybody on the plane.
It's a damn shame.
Damn shame. But this is kind of what these songs and a lot of songs we review talk about, because we become hypnotized by all of this stuff and we're basically becoming zombies. Other videos we become sheep, not us. And it's just a weird time we're living in.
It is. I love this song because this was the first of this genre that we've looked at. But when you look at other artists, whether it be rap or country or rock or whatever it is, it seems like they all have a similar message, and they're using their mode of music to get that message out. That America, we got to conserve it, and people think that the word conservative is a bad word. It's not. We're just conserving what once was because we want to keep it for the next generation.
Yeah. It's good though. Good. This reminds me of kind of the early 2000s rock that was out there that I listened to, and with the real heavy double bass drum stuff going on, and it's just I know it's not Cedric's wheelhouse, and I like it.
I like good
Brings
music.
a smile to my face. I like the guy's voice. Just good stuff.
It was
Good stuff.
Definitely
So
was.
keep the recommendations coming, because
Absolutely.
we're going to try to do these every Monday, trying to do a review. And if not, I'll get back to, I know some of you have asked to do another trivia game for for Cedric. Let's go, Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon.
To where I play the music and he's got to guess what song it is from the past. So.
If you do rock, I'm at a disadvantage already.
I know. We saw that with the 90s stuff. There was some
I did
stuff
pretty good.
that everybody was yelling at the monitor, probably going, Cedric. All right. Well, I hope you guys liked that song. I know a lot of you came from Tom McDonald, but Tom McDonald is a fan of rock, as he said many times. This song I like. I like the music. I like the lyrics. And
I love that comment. So people were screaming about something you said 10 years ago.
Yeah.
There's so many people that are getting canceled.
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart couldn't host the Oscars. One guy who's not going to be touched is Dave Chappelle. He's like, you can come at me as much as you want. I'm not giving up. I'm doing what I do.
And unlike Patton Oswalt, who apologizes for being his friend.
Yeah, he's such a Weasley little fella.
That's when you have the sheep and the lion. You can tell who the lion is and who the sheep is, right? Easy. In fact, we should start categorizing people like that.
Lion and sheep. I think we should. A good book from thousands of years ago does that. Lion and sheep.
Yep. Okay. So that being said, please, if you have a good song that you want us to review, please put it in the comments and we will do it. if we like it.
Well, yeah, we can't say we will do it.
Yeah, there's someone there that, and you guys have told us to do over and over, but if every other word's the F-bomb, it's too hard for me to edit all of that out.
Yeah. And we got called out on that. I don't think it's censorship, but we have to be sensitive to ears, and people say, well, children shouldn't be listening, and don't play the artist if you're going to bleep it out. And we had a production meeting about that.
But remember, Tom McDonald, who brought a lot of you here, he mutes out the words, and there's a reason for that. I go, we all have certain standards that we want to live by, and it's not that we're prudes, but it's, that this wants to be to a big audience. And now that we're on CTA, hopefully even bigger audience. So there are going to be times that I mute the words. Other times I won't for this channel, and I'll mute them just for CTA. But, if it's an F-bomb every other word, there's just certain things that we don't have to do. You can still listen to it. We may still listen to it, but we just won't do it on this channel.
Exactly. Gotcha. Well said. Well said.
Thank you.
And how about the hat? Should turn your hat around. Where's my hat? I can show the people what my hat looks like.
So this one has the, I just never wear this one forward. It looks funny forward on me for some reason. So this has our circle on it. Is it dirty?
Yeah, it's all right. It's good.
So, but it's got the American flag where you need it right there,
There's a link at the bottom. We need to get a link tree. But there's a link at the bottom. Just go to www.cedricandbrian.com. You'll find everything from hats to shirts to mugs. And
yes.
This is the definition of unity right there. The Cedric and Brian mugs.
That's right. And if you notice at the end of the videos, I put E Pluribus Unum on there too, right below it. Because that's what this country stands for. It's not about this intersectionality and all that. It's from many, one. So we're supposed to have one culture from all the other cultures, and that's how we blend it. And that's why you go to New York City and you have Chinatown, you have Little Italy, but it's all in New York City. We bring all these things in. We don't, we have to assimilate. Otherwise you don't have a country. You have what goes on in a lot of the Middle East, where you have these countries, but the countries are full of tribes, and those tribes don't get along because they don't have a common core. Here, we're supposed to bring everybody in and have a commonality, which is Americanism, and that's what I feel the left, either they don't like it or they've forgotten about it.
I don't know what the aim game is. I don't know what it is, from the mandates to shutting down the schools and shutting down the churches. It's almost like how we used to be the American model, and I don't know if I should even say this, but it's like they're trying to look at China as the model now, and we're trying to assimilate and do what they do, when what we're doing in America worked well when everybody got on board and got with it.
Because they try to call America fascist, because they try to think of like Germany and where everybody has to be one. But Germany was, you all had to have their idea. In America, you bring in all the ideas and melt them. Remember, we called this country a melting pot. So what happens is they get so afraid of this fascist word that they try to pull away from it, but they go the other way. And now they're going a different type of fascism, which is communism, or which China is. And it's just as bad, because now you can't talk against the government, which... And that's what this book that I bring up, the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution, is that in the First Amendment, we can speak up against the government, whereas those countries that are homogenized, you can't. So what happens is, I just feel that the left gets so afraid of this fascist term that they think that America's fascist, but it's not. What it is it's trying to say that, for one, you can speak out against it, and two, you bring all the ideas in and then form the American ideal. And I don't know. Yeah, that's my 2 cents. So.
Yeah, and we're talking a lot after this video, because for those of you who don't know, if you're new to our channel, we were just recently blessed with the opportunity to be on CTA, which is Conservative TV of America. If you have a smart TV and you have access to Roku and Fire Stick, please go to that channel. There's a lot of good people on there, and a lot I'm looking forward to meet, actually, because they share similar ideas and thoughts and values. It'll be nice to meet those guys.
And they have a good music channel on there.
Yes.
And we've discovered we're going to be doing some reviews just from the music that I found on that channel. So you can just turn that on and listen to it. It just plays video after video, and it's videos of things that follow what you believe in if you watch our channel.
Yeah, Topher.
Topher. It has Blake Shelton's God's Country. It had Brevner. I saw Brevner on there, who we did a review of his. So So it's good stuff. So it's going to help me come up with some ideas on some of these music reviews to do.
Absolutely. So enough of us blabbering. Do you want to do the end?
Do you guys like me doing the end, or do you prefer Cedric? I know you're all going to say you prefer Cedric. That's fine. I've got thick skin.
No, you don't.
But I'm going to do it one more time.
One more time.
Make sure you like, subscribe, ring that bell, and share this video with, like Cedric says, everyone you know.
In the meantime, do not be a zombie. Do not let them get into your minds. Continue being free thinkers. And most of all, continue being good to each other. Until next time, I'm Cedric.
And I'm Brian. See you later.
Never let go. Something you said 10 years ago. Their kids are like cats are like you. And they won't stop till everybody's zombified. They're bumping us with lies like it's formaldehyde. We're dead inside. It goes on and on. Let this go. When it stops, we'll never know. We're hypnotized. And they won't stop till you're
Zombified.